Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I will be going to get a mammogram. So I started getting mammograms about 4 or 5 years ago when my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. My primary care physician felt like it was best for me to get a head start because of my mom. And so I started about 39 years old, and recommended that we get mammograms once a year. So I make sure I stay on top of those. Now here I'm just checking in. She's verifying all my insurance information, making sure all my personal information is up to date. And here I'm just signing all of the little waivers and stuff they make you sign when you go to the doctor. And now I'm being called to the back. Once you get to the back, they give you a gown. They have you take your bra off and your top. Now you're supposed to show up with no deodorant, so they give you these towelettes to clean yourself up. I don't know why she gave me this humongous size gown. I guess maybe I looked huge to her. I don't know what that was about, but either way, the process took about 10 minutes, and here I am back in the car, babbling about the whole experience. I was a little annoyed that she wouldn't let me record the machine. I wanted to get some video footage of the machine just so I could show you guys what it looks like for those of you that have never done it before. Like I said, the process only takes about, 10-15 minutes once they call you in the back and you take your clothes and stuff off. She had me unrobe one side at a time, so you're not standing back there completely topless. You have the gown on, so she did one side at a time. She did like 4 or 5 different angles, and I should have my results in. Actually, I have my results in already. They usually get back to you pretty quickly. Now for me, they're recommending that I get 3D imaging because I have dense breasts. So I had to do some Googling because I wasn't really sure what that meant. And so when you have dense breast tissue, it's a little more difficult for them to see, I guess, what they need to see. But as of right now, they haven't seen any changes from my last mammogram to the one I had a few days ago. And but they're recommending that I get 3D imaging. Now, I've had that done before. I had a slight scare a few years back where I found a lump. It was under my arm, but it was closer to my breast. I actually had 2 of them, and I was a little concerned about what they were because at first I thought it was a boil, but it lasted a lot longer than a boil normally does. And I think it was really from my deodorant. But anyway, I was a little concerned. And so I had 3D imaging done actually on my birthday about 2 years ago. And everything turned out to be fine. Everything was negative. They didn't have to do a biopsy or anything, but they did some 3D imaging. And I think the radiologist did a quick sonogram because we actually found another one on the upper part of my underarm. I believe I might still have that one, but the first one is completely gone. He told me to just keep an eye out on it because it was, I guess, like a cyst under my skin or some sort of, I don't know, subcutaneous cyst or something like that. And he said sometimes they tend to get filled up with pus and can get infected, but mine's didn't. It cleared up pretty nicely. I don't have anything left. You couldn't even tell that I had it, but the other one is still there. It's getting smaller and smaller. I'm sure it's basically the same thing. No concerns, but I stopped using deodorant with aluminum in it, and I noticed that deodorant doesn't work as well, or it's not as strong as deodorant with aluminum, but I stopped using it because it's been said that deodorants with aluminum can cause breast cancer or cause issues with women finding lumps and things like that. So I'm trying to eliminate anything in my life that could cause me to have, or could even make me feel like I could get breast cancer, just simply because the fact, my mom was diagnosed a few years ago and she's doing great. She's in remission. So ladies, please make sure that you are taking care of yourself and getting checked and doing your self checks, and make sure you stay on top of your health, ladies, because if you're not taking care of yourselves, how are you going to take care of your family?